1, 2, 2, 2. All right, everybody. Okay, come. Okay, for today, right, I would want to request everyone, right, to sit at least these 2 rows. Okay, these two blocks, okay? Very straightforward reason is because these 2 blocks are, are calibrated, all right, to have the best sound. The best sound is always on the center of the hall, okay? The speakers will all be calibrated to that accordingly. Okay, so because we're going to be hearing a lot of different things today, right? I'm not going to say that everyone can tell the difference or whatsoever. We will not be able to tell the difference, trust me. But to get the best results, we need to at least be all the same spot. If you see one person sit there, one person sit there, you all will be totally hearing totally different things. Okay? Shall anyone still outside? You still got any people outside? Okay, let's start, Jai, can we just pull down the instruments for now? Okay, so that instrument has been, that song has been playing so that y'all get a little bit of warm up. All right, literally, our ears need warming up and our ears need to be stretched a little bit. Okay, but after, it's just an exercise. Once we listen to too much, once you listen to my voice for too much, y'all will be tired. Okay, and they'll be, sorry? Too loud now. Is it too loud now? Okay, then we lower out the volume for our headset mic, okay? Check 1, 2, is it better? Better now? Very good. Okay, so today, the objectives are very simple. We are just going to take you all through the flow of the Sunday service. And it is a juncture where the media team and the worship team comes together. And we'll learn about each other, the roles that we are playing, and how we need to complement each other. Okay, so I sent you all the links in your various groups, right? If you all have any questions as you all are listening to this, feel free to type it in. If not, QR code is there, scan it to get to that web page. Okay, if not, I'll continue. Okay, as I said, very simple today. We'll just run through the different aspects of the worship service. Then that includes all the different departments in our media team and as well as our worship team and how it comes together. Okay, introduction. The picture up there is a picture of, surgery, no? Butcher. What else? Kitchen, right? It's a restaurant kitchen. And this is the introduction I'd like to give. All right, I would like to liken our service experience, right? Our church to an analogy of a restaurant, okay? Why a restaurant? Because, a very weak analogy, of course, can be stretched and whatever. People come here to be fed. People come here for an experience. How we do that, it's up to us. It's up to the people running the church. It's up to the staff, up to the people running the restaurant. Okay? Some restaurants are simple. Some restaurants are elaborate. There is always a scale. Okay? And our approach today is not to talk about the difference in scale. Okay? Kitchens have HDB kitchens, have home kitchens, residential kitchens. Kitchens have commercial kitchens. Commercial kitchens can do food that home kitchens cannot. Of course, they can all cook cai peng. Of course, they can all fry an egg. But that's not what we're talking about today. My tone today might sound more like a salesman. Why? Because I am hoping for us to broaden our mindset about what our church system can do. Therefore, I'll be saying things that, hey, maybe you like to consider this. Hey, there's an opportunity for that. Hey, do you know that our setup can be done like that? This will be my tone. Okay, my tone, even though like that, is not to say, hey, Wei Xuan, you need to lead a song in a certain way. Hey, Wei Xuan, you need to play the drums in a certain way. That is not my tone. Okay, so I apologize if my tone sounds very prescriptive. I don't intend to be prescriptive. Okay, sometimes I'm just maybe a bit over enthusiastic lah. I'm excited about this, if I may, restaurant and the things that we are serving. I hope to serve better food, and I'm sure all of y'all hope to serve a better experience for everyone who's coming here. Why? Because those who come here and are nourished by the Word of God. Okay, we are merely just the people to serve the dish. Okay, so at the restaurant, there's a lot of experience, right? There's a whole experience from the door coming in. Likewise in the church. Okay, and our experience starts from the door. Okay, that is why our media team has a few departments which we have broken down, and they're listed on the screen. Lighting, projection, live stream and switching. And we need to understand how these parts work together. And I think this is a fantastic opportunity for us to learn. Okay, so same thing, any questions, feel free to stop me. Okay, if I can answer, I'll answer on the spot. If not, use the link, okay? Is the screen too small? Is it fine? Can I, because I'm just using that so that we don't have to do too much switching. I think the front row is okay. Front row is okay? Okay? No, it's okay lah. I think it's fine. We'll just leave it. If you need to switch, we'll switch. First things first, ambience lighting, right? We know today our lighting was not working well, okay? So, and now, after a reset, our lighting works, okay? So lighting has a lot of effects, okay? As I said again, I'm gonna reiterate. Some homes, some places, some restaurants have normal lighting, some restaurants have dim lighting, different experience. No restaurant has the right experience. It's just what we are after, okay? Our system here allows for different kinds of lighting, okay? Dimming effects during worship is something that we are trying to push out, okay? If we see, there are some times where if I can get someone to run gyrus, can we run to the lighting panel there? Okay, if we are at worship here, right? We sometimes, at the back. We sometimes dim the light during the session, and that is number 4. What this happens is that we dim the experience for the focus to be on stage. Some people may say, when it's dark, I feel I can worship better. I'm not so self-conscious. If it's bright, turn on number 7. My opinion, my only opinion, it's clinical. Okay, lighting has this effect. The brighter it is, we are there to do work. The darker, more moody it is, the more intimate, the more personal we get. Okay, so this will be something that we are also looking at. Okay, we are now going to lighting number 3. Okay, that's the typical thing. So lighting affects worship. Effects of lighting on screen. Okay, if we see this now, okay, if I were to go to, now Xiaoying, I need you to go there. So sorry, thank you so much. We have these 7 bulbs called LED, these 8 colored bulbs called LED par lights, okay? If Xiaoying is gonna click, instead of multi-view, we click, instead of multi-view, click program, PGM. Then you need to switch the scene, press auto. Okay, we can get a big screen, and worship leaders especially, this is important, you have the opportunity for the slides, for the lights to change color according to your song. Okay, 宝贵时价 could be red. A celebratory song could be a bright, different rainbow color or whatever. Okay, lighting. Opportunities of color matching I'm trying to match it so that it looks nice on screen. Okay, Xiaoying, don't mind, we can change back to multi-view. So this, let's see. So this screen shows our live stream. All right, some views, sometimes we show our live screen. I'm just trying to show how the thing looks overall. Okay, so that is lighting. Now, next, department number 2, presentation. Slide designs and guidelines, song lyrics. Okay, so we are using a program called Proclaim now. Okay, so for song leaders, you all may know, this is our projection department now takes on the population of the song lyrics up there. Okay, proclaim slides. Okay, Xiaoying, you can click on proclaim slides. Click on number 3. No. Multi-view. MV. Correct. Then you click on number 3. Not the camera number 3, the switcher number 3. That's our proclaim slides. Okay, proclaim gives us an opportunity for us to make changes on the fly. Okay, in the worship team, I said before, sometimes if the worship leader feels like singing a certain song, proclaim allows for the worship leader to say, let's go into, let's sing Nen Bu Nen. Proclaim on the projectionist has the ability to go in, clicks on the search Nen Bu. It will auto-populate. I can send out Nen Bu Nen slides just like that. Same thing, worship leader says, I have a word from God. It's John 3:16. Projectionists have the ability to push out Bible text just like that. That is the power of Proclaim. That is the power of our presentation software compared to Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so as we are saying things like that, I hope it sort of spins some gears to think of our worship set not so much as what we normally know. Okay, I'm going to show you another picture. This picture, based on the topic of presentation, I want to show you something, right? If you go and see like MVs or other churches now, right, they push out lyrics line by line. Okay, as I said, I'm not going to say whether we should do that or we should not do that, but that is how they get that certain look. That's how they get that certain design of the set. When we see that they push out design, when they push out a screen line by line, you are talking about this big screen. I can only push out, I can only have that small screen, and I can have line by line. Some churches do it really very nice. Okay, and that is also an opportunity or a function that we can use. Okay, things like that, not very difficult to change. Okay, it's just a matter of including enter, and the things will just be by line. So to worship leaders, don't have to be worried, right? These are very simple. To the projectionists, know that these are possible. And on this note, I would like to just instruct every projectionist here on site. When we change the slides for the next song, we change it on the last syllable of the last line. Okay, do you understand? So when we sing the last line, 我属于你，你是我永远的福。Click， 只想日夜在你殿中献上敬。Click。Okay, that's how it works. If we stop, if we go too late, then everyone will be waiting because the next lyrics will not go as fast. Okay, last syllable, we'll standardize it as such. Okay. Okay, so this proclaim, I intended a demo, but I think it's okay. All right. So proclaim is basically we are as we are leading new songs every week. Thank you, Shuden Lao Si. As we are leading new songs every week, we are slowly building our reservoir of worship songs. Okay, you'll find that after some time, any song that if I have led before, right, or if any worship leader has led before, if I were just to tell the worship projectionist, hey, I want to sing Because He Lives, I assure you it will be inside. I want to sing How Great Is Our God, I assure you it's inside. Okay, formatting is different. Okay, formatting is different. Talking about formatting, if you can see this proclaim thing, okay, let me just run very quickly back, So this is going to happen quite a lot. I have a lot of things to show you, so I'm just going to be going through and forth, okay? So this, okay, Xiaoying, maybe you can go back to the, yes, correct. Then I'll go to application. Can I do that? Can I do not used? If I do not use, what happens? Oh, no, doesn't work. Slides. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. I will show you all this some other time, I guess. What I'm trying to say is, for song formattings, right, that can be changed as well. Okay, worship leaders, if you all want verse, chorus, for the first set, recessional, you all want verse, verse, chorus, chorus, chorus. For the last set, easy change. Okay, very, very easy change. So don't need to be stuck to the same format every single time. Okay, and it is my wish that as we do more of this impromptu and sensitive style of leading, it's not that we don't prepare. It's that we allow for God to work through our service. If we sense that, okay, everyone seems to be eyes closed, or a lady there is crying, maybe I want to just run the intro one more time. Maybe I want to repeat the chorus one more time. Okay, we don't need to say, oh no, I'm on my last chorus. Okay, 请坐. Then we go. Then that person crying out, that's what I want to hope. That's what I hope not to have. Okay, and it is through this technology that allows us to do things like that. Okay. Okay, live stream. Live stream, I was trying to find an analogy to get it up and running. So live stream is like tapaoing your food from the restaurant. Okay, people are not in the restaurant, right? People don't go for the experience and that's what. But what the aim of the live stream department is supposed to do is to present a realistic experience that hopefully, right, doesn't shortchange from the actual experience of dining, worshiping here. Okay, and we do that through our camera switching. So if you can see, live stream normally goes out, program goes out to live, right? This is what we see on thing. So I'll say, then Xiaoying may say, okay, now it's sermon time. So Xiaoying will do a camera switch to camera 1. So she'll click auto, switch on the thing. Okay, then switch auto, then this one will go up. So we are providing variety, right, to the people at home. If not, they'll just be staring at the screen. It's as good as them sitting here, staring at here. They cannot see anything happening. Okay, sometimes we are sharing views of the crowd. Sometimes we are sharing people. Sometimes we are sharing the overall view. Okay, this is what live stream people do. Okay, and they monitor the overall sound. Right now, it's very basic. Okay, right now, whatever you're hearing here, we are just sending out to YouTube. Okay, it cuts our manpower by quite a bit. If not, we used to have 2 people, one to manage the sound here, one to listen and manage the sound for live stream. We realized that didn't really make a lot of difference, and it's easier. So now it's here. That said, that is also the reason why when you sometimes hear from things at home, like, why does it sound so different? Because the space is different. Right? Because here you're playing via speakers, at home and you're listening, you're playing via earphones, for example. It will be slightly different. Okay? So, yeah, hope you understand that. Okay, so how does it look like? I have here on screen everything that we are seeing. So this is actually how we look like. Okay? That said, right, that is our overall view. Recent months, when the team has been here all the way for worship team, actually it works quite well because all the camera just, it fits everyone there. Okay, we'll probably need to relook into it and see if we can do any changes for that. Okay. ATEM, done, OBS, I think it's fine. So that is basically how many? Three departments of the media team. All right. So now from the restaurant, we have talked about the experience. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now where, not say it's the most important, but maybe one of the critical functions of a restaurant, start serving the food. And where does the food get served from? It gets served from the kitchen. Okay. And this analogy, I'm just going to stretch it as far as possible. It's going to fail at some point. In the kitchen, we have our tools, right? In the kitchen, and as a result, we have the dish. Okay? The dish of choice for the analogy of our work today is the salad. Okay? But before that, let's talk about our tools first. So, microphones and their stands. Okay? So, now we are going to go into some hands-on by me. But later, I think we can try to do some hands-on by the team also. Who's using most of the tools? We have talked about the tools used by the media team. Now it's tools that is used by the worship team. Primarily the vocals, the vocalists first, and then later some of the instrumentalists. Microphones and their stand. Okay, these are underrated equipment. Okay, underrated meanings we think that they are not important, but they are very, very important. Right? You all know how frustrating it is if your microphone stand doesn't work properly. Okay, that is very important. Okay, what did I say? Okay, good. Directions, proximity, stance, how to adjust. Okay, so I'm here. Is the microphone correct? Why? Yes, pointing at my nose. What is gonna pick up? It's gonna pick up my nose sound. If you all know, there is something called a nose sound. If I put my mic here, you'll hear my nose sound a lot. That is my nose sound. Because air still comes up from your nose and you speak. That's why mic has to be closest to our mouth. How do we adjust the stand? Okay, so first step, very simply, there are knobs, right? For our microphone stands, normally there are 1 knob, 2 knob, 3 adjustment points. Okay? Contrary to popular belief, this is not supposed to happen. Okay? If we do this, this is not a swivel, this is not like a camera tripod. It's not. Once we do this, the more we do this, the thing will start sliding down. That's the reason why suddenly, we need to keep tightening this. Okay? The stand is meant to be put there, don't move. Okay? Sometimes we kanchong, I understand, right? Kanchong, it's fine. But then the sound team will like, that kind of thing. Okay, so how do we adjust this? 1 knob, 2, not 1, 2, 3, right? Loosen everything first. Okay, we loosen everything. Of course, we need to hold. Each knob has a function. This knob, handles the slide, handles the rotation of this bar. This thing here handles the swing of it, of the tilt. Thank you, Chairman. This one handles the up and down, right? Okay, so straightforward. Once I've loosened everything, of course I cannot let it go because it will just start swinging. Once I've loosened everything, then I start to tighten it. Okay, I start to tighten. Normally, I'm just like, this is the way. Of course, there are a lot of ways doing it. Same way, there's a lot of ways to use your tools. Some people cut with a knife. Some people cut with a fork. Some people cut with a spoon. That's fine, okay? So, a lot of people, so this is my way of doing it, and this is how I would encourage us to do it. Mic stand has been set. Okay, loosen everything first. Why? Because then it's loose. Then the threads have time to release. The rubber has time to like expand a little bit, then grip again. All right? If not, I keep gripping and then you keep forcing, then the rubber naturally will be loosened up. Okay? And then don't need to over-tighten. Also another popular belief. Okay? Don't need to over-tighten. This thing is only supporting a small little mic. We tighten it only if we don't want it to. Actually, we just tighten until it can support the mic. Why we need to over-tighten is because when we start to then it starts to loosen, then we need to crank it even up. Then we start to spoil the mic stand sadly. Okay, so that's mic stands. Okay. And now mic proximity. The proximity of the mic is also important. General rule of thumb, the closer we can get a microphone to the source of sound, the better. Okay, there are quirks to it. Yeah, the mic is not on. It's okay. If we get close to a mic, very, very close. First of all, it feels a bit disgusting. Second of all, it will get a lot of low voice. Okay, if I were to mimic using this mic. If I go in, you'll hear a lot of my low voice. Okay, this mic is slightly different because this is a different kind of mic. Okay, but it's a very low. So for vocalists and for worship leaders, you can actually use that. For girls, for ladies especially, if you are singing low, go deep, go in. That's how we get it. And then when we are stretching and when we pull, that's why we see singers. We pull it away because we don't want that. We want to stretch it out. We want to balance out that sound as well. Okay? But we need to have that closeness. If you are too far, the mic sound guys will be pushing up the gain. That means this mic becomes sensitive. And then when they push up the gains, they're trying to get you. But your voice is like going everywhere. Some inside. And then they're trying to take that 20% that comes into the microphone and then push it up to 100%. That will not work. Because what is going to get into the mic is everything else. The lights from this, the sound from these lights, everything else is going to go in. And you'll lose that power. Okay? So when we are singing, make sure the mic direction, mic proximity is near. Okay? Something like that is more than enough. Okay? As we sing into the mic. Okay? That's why sometimes you hear the instruction called singing into the mic. Okay, mic direction, also another one. This one sounds normal. Sometimes people do this and then it works. But I guess for speech it's okay, right? For when you're talking, when you're giving a presentation, when you're a professor, you're doing this, that's fine because it will get sound. The mic will still work, okay? But when we are singing, it's a totally different thing. Singing and when we are doing vocals, especially in a worship leading setting, we want to get as much power from everyone as possible. We get power, not only the vocalists, even instrumentalists. We want to set the gain at a healthy level. I'll talk about it later. Then we start to process the signal and we start to send the signal out. We get a weak gain. First of all, we cannot hear. Second of all, when we ramp it up, it's going to sound distorted. It's going to be like, what does it? Yeah. And then we're going to cause a lot of issues down the line. Okay, so it starts from everything here on stage. Okay, thanks guys. You all have been very attentive. Now we are going into in-ear monitorings. This is used by every worship team member, I think, right? This is also for introduction for the media team. In-ear monitoring, also known as IEMs, right? IEMs. Some people call them MONs, right? Personal MONs. Why do we use them now? Right? We remember back in the good old days in the old sanctuary, right? Wow, all these IEM, why must I bring my earphones now? All these things. The reason being, right, we are in a place that is acoustically treated now. Okay? Acoustically treated means all our wall panels have a special function to absorb sound. Okay? And if we absorb sound, everything sounds very dead. Alright? There's no reverb. Okay? When we are talking in the old sanctuary, you'll sound very different. Right? In the old sanctuary, you just sing any tune, you sound, it's very nice. Why? Because the old sanctuary is meant to deflect and to reflect sound. I mean, a lot of old worship places are like that. They are meant to encapsulate and reflect the sound, sounding more glorious, more warm. Okay? In newer buildings, it's not like that. Therefore, we need equipments like that. Okay? And also, we are on the stage, we're on something called a silent stage. Silent stage means nothing here produces sound on its own. Of course, guitar, of course, our voice. But without power, we are not going to run anything. All right? This is the reality of our kitchen, our worship space. Okay? It's like, this is our stove. No stove, no fire, no nothing. All right? No choice. So we just need to understand. Now it's different. Now we have this thing. How do we use it? And therefore, we need to know our in-ear monitors. Second, we have this black little box that is very confusing to use sometimes, right? It is called our in-ear monitor mixer. What this does, it takes everything from the channel, from the mixer, right? It puts in all the things, and then it sends it to your ears, okay? What is good with this thing is that it helps you to create a mix on your own, okay? I've prepared a short video for us to learn how to use this thing. Please give me a while. So I will need to then we'll go to this, then we will go to proclaim. We'll go to here, and then I will send iMac to, proclaim my slides, no, my iMac is not. Let me close proclaim first. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, wait. I'm going to drag this up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, now it's so small. I cannot see anything. Huh? Oh, okay. Then you do the program view. Ah, okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to share this thing with you. Turn on PC sound. Unmute, please. No, PC only. PC. This one for the video. Okay, stand by. Oh, sorry.
Okay, hi guys. This is the ME1, okay, the in-ear monitor mixer. Okay, so just a few components of this equipment, right? You have the local mic knob, volume knob, which is linked to this local microphone. You see there's this like small little port. What this does, right, if you increase the level, it will allow you to hear the things that is happening around you via this microphone. Okay, so if you have time, you just tap this. And if you turn on this local mic, you'll be able to hear the tap, okay, very loudly. Master level is the overall volume that you'll be receiving in your earphones. Pan allows you to manage individual channels. I think you all know by now. Oh, sorry, levels, manage the individual levels. Pan changes which ear you hear the levels and the balance of it. So pan push means push it in and then turn. You see the pan option, turn. If I push it all the way here, I'm only receiving mic 2 in my left ear. Okay, sometimes some musicians prefer a mix like that so that they can separate different elements of the mix. Okay, so very basically, normally when I come in, all right, I would just press this button, which is called recall, press and hold, and all the buttons will start lighting up. I'll press number 2, press and hold number 2 once, and tap twice, and let go. Okay, so this will revert the thing to the MPH default configuration, which means all the mixers, all the source channels that's been sending from the mixer will be reflected here. You don't have to do any manual customization. Okay, so what I normally do, if the levels here there are some up, there are some down, okay, what I would try and do is to do a trim all and bring everything down. Okay, it's different from lowering this master level. Lowering this master level does nothing to the levels. Okay, trimming all means I can control all the levels and bring it down rather than one by one. Okay, bring it down, for example. Okay, trim all is, you can do that, but trim all is a faster way. Let me just try and do it one-handed. Press and hold shift and then turn this knob. Okay, now you can see maybe, okay, different levels different levels. Okay, some levels are up, some levels are down. By holding shift, turning this knob, you can see this thing goes down. And as you would expect, everything would go down. I have trimmed every channel. From there, I start adding and building my mix. For example, if I'm a worship leader, I would want my mic up first. Okay, I hear myself very nicely. Okay, then I would want some keyboard, I would want some acoustic, bass, I would like some bass, drums, okay, I like some drums, and that is it, basically. Okay, and if I'm a worship leader, all right, sometimes what I do, primarily for vocalists, I think it's more relevant. I would turn on to this assignment, channel 13, ambient mic. I would raise this up until I'm comfortable to hear the room. Ambient mic is the mic that is in the room over there. Okay, this is the ambient mic. What it does, it picks up the people singing, it picks up the room effects, it gives us a wetter sound, right? I'll explain that in a moment. A wetter sound, so that I don't feel so isolated and I feel the crowd engagement. Okay, so ambient mic, I'll bring it up. So from there, I build my mix. That's how I get, that's how I use this thing. Okay, anything that I don't like, okay, I immediately, ambient mic is too loud, I will lower it down. Drums, I need it louder, I'll raise it. Or myself, I need it lower, I'll bring it down. Right? Okay, so that's how we use this machine.
Okay. Oh, must cut the video. Okay, not yet. Okay. Just cut the PC, I think it's fine. Yeah, stop the video. Okay, now we change back to our presentation slides. Oh, beautiful. Okay, good. So that's how we use our ME1. Okay, that thing is meant for us to listen to our mix. Okay. Now we go on to our in-ear monitors. Okay, in-ear monitors when you're watching concerts, when you're looking at singers on stage and stuff like that, you always see them wearing something like that. All right, those are called personal mons, in-ear monitors. Okay, why do we wear those things? Main function, isolation. Okay, isolation means once I put that on, I basically cannot hear anything else. Okay, why is this important? I'll explain. Okay, we'll talk about where to buy this and then how to use. Okay, so in-ear monitors, right? When we wear this thing, okay, we are basically using it as our monitor. Of course, it's being very technical. Okay, if I say it must be 100% isolation, yeah, I guess it's personal preference. What isolation benefits, right? How we are benefited from being isolated is that we are able to hear very clearly the things that we are playing, and we are not messed up by anything else that is happening. Okay, this is maybe more applicable for a more commercial concert or whatsoever. Okay, I have a clip later which is very interesting that shows you the difference between an in-ear monitor mix of a person on stage versus what the congregation hears during the performance, during the worship. Okay, and then we can listen out for some differences there. Okay, where to buy? Normally, I think I would just say Amazon, but you can buy it from anywhere. What is the most important thing when buying an in-ear monitor? 不用请签入，等一下我会 send 你 link， 用我的 referral code。没事。If you all have your in-ear monitors today, take it out and look at the jack of these in-ear monitors. How many rings does it have? Okay, in-ear monitors ought to have 2 rings. If it has 3 rings, probably it will not work well. Okay, it's just a matter with circuitry. All right, each gold part connects to something in the jack. Okay, if we have 3 rings, but the jack inside only have 3 connections, it's not going to work. The hole may fit, but it's not going to work. All right? Then sometimes you'll find out, 怎么我一边只有一边又听不到 Then blah blah blah, okay. No, that's not the way in-ear monitors is supposed to work. Okay? We have to, this is where I would sort of put my foot down and insist or to highly encourage all of us, at least purchase a set of in-ear monitors, if you're on the worship team, to listen out to the difference that it will make. Okay? It will not help us play better. Definitely will not. Right? It will help us to be more, don't know how to say. It's a different experience. Okay? We have a pair of common in-ear monitors. Okay, we have some antiseptic wipe as well. The in-ear monitors is not too bad. The in-ear monitors is from this brand. It's about 100 plus. If you all want, go and have a look and have a listen later, right? When we are having our break, to listen like, okay, so that's the feeling. 头我们站起来, okay, why is it so quiet? 我只听到我自己, I don't like my own voice. All these things are part and parcel of the process of presenting a good dish. Yeah, the word that comes to me is performance, but yeah, I hope that you all, we have the understanding that this is all not performances. We are presenting the best of our God. All right, so by controlling our output, we are controlling the ingredients to the dish. Right? That's the salad. The salad needs fresh, nice, cold, crisp vegetables. You give it soggy lettuce, the salad is just going to be soggy lettuce level. Okay? That is why it's important. Okay? So, once again, very fine balance between good and not good, but okay, I hope you all understand. So, in Amazon, basically, 你们进去 Amazon 按 IEM, after that, 去那个旁边 sort by bestsellers, 你就看得到了。很多 Hi-fi, right? Hi-fi is the term for high definition. There's something called Chi-Fi. Chi-Fi means China definition, which means these IEMs are made, of course, built in the China factories, but they fight the $100 series lah. My one that I'm using, I think is like, okay, $20 on Carousel, but I think $30 bucks, $40 on brand new. Okay, try it out. Okay, if you all want to test it out, try it out. Yeah, I mean, we have that. We can take turns to do it. Mine is available. We can just change the ear nips. Basically, y'all will be able to taste and see the isolation that it gives. That's why it's like, hey, Wei Xuan, 我是在那边 because I'm isolated. And that is the ideal, suggested, recommended state that we are in. Okay? A bit contentious, but feel free to let me know your feedback, okay? And then we can discuss it. Okay? Okay, yeah. Sure. This is probably the reason why. Yeah. It has 3 rings. So I mean, like it's electrics, ma. I conduct, ma, right? I conduct point 1 to point 2, point 3 to point 2 to point 2, point 3 to point 3. Then there's that fourth one, like left hanging, hello. You know? Then that's why maybe one time. Why it has 3 rings, right? It's basically because if you have 3 rings, yeah, it's TRRS. That's what they normally call it. So when you buy from Amazon, right, look for that, first of all. Another way to find TRRS, one of it is ground, electricity, we need to ground. Left, right, what's the last one? Microphone. TRRS earphones normally have a microphone thing. And that's why in-ear monitors don't have microphone. We are not using it to talk on the phone. That's why it's a TRS. Ground, left, right. Then very straightforward. This is left, this is right. Your left and right would always be there. No microphone. Okay? The other TRS, sometimes the microphone signals gets it, then sends it. You know, it's very complicated. We don't want to go there. Reduce our thing. I am maybe, but depending also lah. Also depending on how tight the fit is, how it wiggles, whether it touches, you know, that kind of thing. Electrics. Okay? So that's why I think I would highly encourage all of us to explore this. Okay? And that is to the worship team lah. Sound team, I personally find it useful in-ear monitors for live stream monitoring. Same thing because of isolation. Even noise cancellation does not beat because the thing is really in your ear. All right? And the good thing is, once it's always in your ear, you probably not have to push up the volume as high as you normally will on your other sets, which will help protect your hearing as well. Okay? So one more video, okay? Let's see, is it break after this? Good. One more video. This is the video that I was talking about just now on the difference between the in-ear monitor mix. No, not that one. And the thing. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's prepare for PC sound.
Good morning, Mission Lakewood. We are so glad that you guys are here to worship and praise with us. Let's go ahead and stand up. If you're in the lobby, please come join us and let's worship our amazing God. Oh. He's coming on the clouds.
This is the broadcast mix. This is what everyone hears.
And every chain will break as broken hearts declare His praise. For who can stop the Lord Almighty? Our God is the Lion of Judah. He's roaring with power and fighting our battles. And every knee will bow before Him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world.
Listen that the drum
His
disappeared.
blood breaks the chains, and every knee will bow
Why?
before the Lion.
Because he's just playing to metronome. Drums, don't care.
Interlude.
Here, the drop isn't as strong. We don't have that drop. Once they convert back, okay, drums is very pronounced.
So open up the gates, make way before the King of Kings.
Okay, there are a few songs.
Like you, there'll never be anyone like you, God. You're our creator. There will never be anyone like you.
Now he's leading, that's his voice.
Anyone like you. You'll never be anyone like you, God. Oh, there will never be anyone like you. You'll never be anyone like.
Let's lift our hands and declare this next chorus together.
Like you, your name, your name is greater than any name I know. Your throne is higher than any other throne. You are the author,
Okay,
the
cut.
creator of.
Ah, interesting or not? Super interesting, right? What I learned when I am doing my research, right, is that if we start out with the wrong expectations, we might be disappointed. How so? Pulling back my analogy of the kitchen. The primary role of the kitchen is to produce the food. If the chef starts saying, hey, I cannot enjoy this salad, then miss the point already. The chef's job is to prepare and present the dish as needed. Dish is enjoyed by patrons of the place, and each of them have a role to play. Of course, everyone serving the Lord. Okay? So what we hear being very different, right, in the IEM mix is that your IEM mix will never, ever, ever will most probably not be the same as the broadcast mix. Because, first of all, you're getting the raw sound. That's why he sounds so raw, right? He's singing, he doesn't sound that good. But when we send that signal over to the sound team will adjust it and make him sound better. Because we are removing some frequencies, this and that. Okay? But on stage here, what I'm listening out for is not how well we sound as a band. What I'm listening out for is my own voice to make sure I'm on key, make sure that instruments are tight, and then I trust that the sound team will take everything that we have and present that salad. Okay, so that is, I think, one of the questions, all right? Gently saying that we probably will not get the best sound in our ears, which is also why sometimes the chef also has to go and eat the nice salad at his restaurant as a patron. He cannot be working as a chef all day long. Cannot be working as a chef every week. Same for us. There are times where we are here. There are times where we are enjoying God's presence and interacting with God, serving God in another way. All right? And there are times and seasons for each of it. Okay? So, those of y'all, especially the worship team who is like listening and playing, 哇，怎么我一直调不好听哈？Don't worry, it's normal. 没有半个是好听的 I'm sure. So, when we are here, let's understand that. Okay? At this point of time, okay, I will answer a few questions because I think these questions are pertinent to our topic right now. Okay, let's see. I always cannot hear myself during practice on Sunday. Why is that so? Okay, so this one is a matter of adjustment. Okay, when we say, hey, sound team, I cannot hear myself on Sunday, first thing sound team will check is, no, do I have signal from you? Test. 有嘞，有在亮嘞. That means you are already sending something. If you still cannot hear yourself, something must be up. Okay? Something that the sound team can do is to raise your gain, make you more louder. That can be done. And that answers the next question. Does the gain on the SQ5, which is the mixer, affect the audio mixing on the ME1? Yes, it does. Okay, that's why we generally try not to do any major reset. Like today, light was off. A simple reset, we have done it, but we are very close to start of service. We cannot do the reset. Because once 你们调好 all the, okay, nice, at least I'm very comfortable with what I'm hearing in my ears. If I'm going to do a reset, everything will run. Then we have to do that whole process again, which is why our recommended reporting time is always 10 o'clock. That's our call time. Call time defined as being come here, ready to go. Not come here, start pressing the button and then wait for like 1 minute for the thing. No. Come here, ready to go, sound check, let's go, 10 a.m. Because that will give us enough lead time to fine tune basically. The more time we have, the better the salad is gonna be, for sure. Right? Give me 5 minutes, give me 5 hours, different salad altogether. Complexity is different. Taste, flavor is everything. Is different. Okay? Let me see, Are there other things? Correct. To carry on the analogy of IEMs, it could be the cook tasting his food, correct. But the chef will definitely not take one whole salad and then start eating there. It doesn't work that way. Okay, at this point of time, any questions from you all? Yes. Timothy first, sorry.
Does the microphone, because it's shared with so many people,
microphone.
the virus to the especially some singer maybe they are
Not feeling well, Yeah. Oh, that one, So I don't do the sanitizing. We do have wipes, if I'm not wrong, which are provided. Okay, we do have wipes at there, which I also don't know where, but I think. Okay, but yes, it's definitely a risk. Not only microphones, keyboard, the keys, mic stands. I mean, try not personal hygiene. Yes, but I think that is a concern itself. I think sanitization. I think the recommended is to take the sanitization wipe to wipe the microphone capsule. That one, I have no answer to that. To be very frank, some English con, all the singers bring their own microphone. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. I guess we can explore other ways of making sure that we are all safe Sometimes there is something that we cap on. Yeah, there's something that we cap on and it's dissolvable. You know, like Teo Heng? Yes, correct. Then you just take it out. It's like a shower cap for the microphone. Sponge is worse. Sponge traps more stuff. Yeah. It's the Teo Heng, the paper, shower cap, the microphone shower cap like that. It definitely affects the sound, which is also the reason why we don't do that. So I think the general rule of thumb is, if you're sick, wear a mask at least. I think who was wearing a mask? I think that was also part of the reason. Justin was wearing a mask. Yeah. 等一下sorry, Uncle Paul.
I don't need.
You can take it because I'm recording the session. It'll be clearer. So.
Yeah, recording. Okay. I noticed there are two questions I want to ask.
Yeah.
One is the lighting.
Okay.
Lighting in third floor is quite different from what you have here. So the lighting adjustment
different.
Second floor. I mean second floor. Sorry. And then and the other question is on mic. Mike, you are just mentioning about vocal mics.
Correct.
Not about condenser mic, right?
Correct.
Condenser mic, if you put too near to your mouth, you will say.
Correct.
That's all I have.
Correct. Okay. So generally, we don't do that to microphones. Yeah. So on two topics, on two things, lighting. Let me address. Yes, lighting is very different. Same thing as the ambience being very different for the two floors. The design itself is very different. Third floor being a more contemporary space has a different look altogether. I think this lighting strategy is really based on how the direction that we get from Mushu or rather the direction that we want to sculpt the service for, right? I think now for the second service, for the first Mandarin service, it's just bright. And it's just basically a church worship hall. So that one is very straightforward. Here we are trying to tread that line, not too dark, not too moody, but still, a little bit of change. Then yeah, as I always say, English con, when you go there, you always get a nice thing. Sanctuary, like boom, red light, purple light, different sermon, different light, and that kind of thing. Same thing. Our kitchen is equipped for a lot of dishes. What dish do we want to serve? Okay? Yeah. To shine on the choir, is it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, to that note, I think we can try. None of us here are very familiar with the lighting, to be honest. Yeah, so that one is definitely achievable in the sanctuary. But we might have to, after the tweaking, we might have to come to say, okay, that's the best that we can have based on whatever number of lights that we have. Yeah, we can definitely arrange for time. Correct. Who, Sherman, was it? Or Qianrong? 没关啊。
关刚才那个弘扬提的问题，就 hygiene purpose 啦。其中一个建议是说 ，OK， 你可以自己带你自己的麦。那如果你带你自己的麦的话，我当天你如果是要侍奉，但是你需要更长的时间去做 setting， 因为 different mic different spec， 然后 setting 方面是需要注意什么？还是有 certain mic 是 recommend？
我们还没有 I think the answer, the truth be told, is we have not reached a state where we are able to. We are definitely able to, but 我们还没有到那个地步哈。我们有 individual setting for individual singers。
那如果他自己带麦来的话，他要注意的是什么？
没有，actually 就 plug 进去就。
就是不用做特别的什么。
As of now 啦，as of
OK。
OK。
只是
对
，OK 就 OK 了。
You're right. Microphone 就是有不同的 microphone， 好像 Uncle Paul 所提到有 condenser mic， 有 dynamic mic。
对。
因为他们 English con 的人就是照买这个麦就对了啦。
然后来的时候就只是 plug
in。plug and play。
不需要特别长的时间。
We are not at the stage yet, not a bad thing. We are not at a stage where we are saying, oh, okay, wow, this mic signature is totally different. I need to no, we 我们还没有到。那个我开关你也是听，我都听不出。So for that, it's okay. That one is like talking about letters from Spain and letters from China. I mean, yeah, yes, there's a difference, but I do not know the difference. So for now, we are not at that level. So it's okay, don't worry. Any other questions? Okay. If not, let's take a very quick 5-minute break. Okay. If we want to come and play with mic stands, please go ahead. Experience makes perfect. And especially the in-ear monitors. I'm not sure if I can play some music and then you can hear from the in-ear monitors lah. But yeah, at least you can wear it and then feel that difference. Okay, so 5-minute time. We'll just come back here in a little bit more lah, 2:20. Okay, 2:20. Thanks guys. I'll see you all later. Okay, after the break, as we are talking and discussing, any other questions before we start? Hey, Wei-Xuan, is it like that? The earphones are supposed to feel this way, Hey, Wei-Xuan, the earphones, why is it like foam one, not rubber? Yeah, they're all meant to be like that. We have an EQ library, yes. Yes, definitely, yeah. I can save, but we are not at that stage yet. Yeah, we have an EQ library. Now, we are going to talk about that. Okay, I'm going to start now because time is going to fly by. Okay, actually, may not fly for you, but flies for me because I enjoy this process a lot. The following part is going to be draining for some, is going to be enjoyable for some. That's perfectly normal. because not all of us like to eat salad, right or not? So, same way, not all of us will like this topic, will not like this thing, okay? But what I'll be talking about now is the salad, okay, the dish. Okay, what makes the dish a good dish have 4 aspects. Okay, first aspect, good quality ingredient. As I said, if you put in soggy lettuces, if you put in croutons that are lao hong, okay, they'll just be bread, okay, doesn't make sense. Mixing, seasoning, balancing, a very key part of salad. That's what makes a good salad versus a normal salad. KFC coleslaw, but maybe KFC coleslaw add some chili, maybe better, you know, that kind of thing. These kind of things will help a salad be elevated, okay? Variation and texture, then we are starting to go a bit more granular and a bit more like 钻牛角尖 already, okay? Because the third realm is a realm where we'll start to have a lot of opinions. Why? In fact, the second and third realm is a realm where we start to have a lot of opinions because all these things are subjective. Subjective meaning, different chef, the palate is different. Different people like to eat different kind of salads. Okay, so all these things will be subjective. What I'll be sharing is broad strokes. Okay, it is my hope that, as I said from the start, we understand what our kitchen can produce, and then we decide what we want to give. Of course, it is our best, but then we know and we are not surprised by, 怎么这样而已, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, last but not least, the salad sauce, something to bind. Okay, in sound terms, which is the 4th department and relatively the department that will work closest with the worship team, 4 parts: gain staging, EQ, compression, and reverb. These 4, I have thought about it the longest time. I've tried my best to make it as analogous as possible. Okay, what does it mean? Gain staging means good quality ingredients. As I said just now, if we are here on stage and if I sing, to God be the glory, to God be the... Can it reach me? Can it reach the mic? Probably not. Sound will be like, why is he standing so far? Sound is not working with good ingredients if I were to do that. Okay, same thing. Guitar, maybe jack loose, cable spoil, that kind of thing. Not good ingredients. That salad probably had a bad patch that needs to be cut away. Okay, we need to present good quality ingredients. This comes with energy. Energy sometimes can be translated to volume. I speak loudly, I project my voice. That is a good quality because I can be projecting. Someone wants to cut me, they can cut me. No problem. I can be a lot softer after that. But if I'm not talking loudly, someone to push me out, there's nothing that sound can do. I'm not talking much. I'm just talking to myself. Sound cannot do anything. Sound cannot make me sound louder. All right? It will sound weird because they're just going to crank up the volume. Feedback's going to happen, this and that. Okay? Energy. Quality. Quality, of course, is in our technical skills. But, okay, at this junction, I want us to really be very careful talking about this, right? Yes, we are talking about quality. Yes, we are going technical. Yes, we are understanding what great dish we can cook, right, as a kitchen, as a team. But let's be reminded that quality is determined by God. Okay, we are all doing the best for God. Nothing less. Okay? Yes, we only get worried if our conscience tells us, hey, Wei Xuan, you sure? You think like that? You didn't even practice. You go out there. Are you ensuring your quality? That one. But it is not my job. Neither is it a job of anyone else here to tell each other, hey, Wei Xuan, can you sing properly or not? Why you keep singing like that? Why you so out of key? No. God, our Abba Father, delights in our offering. That is something that we need to be aware of. Okay? So, same thing, always drawing that balance. All right? Consistency. Consistency is something that we'll touch on later in compression. Consistency meaning, if I'm talking, right, consistently, right? My value, my energy, my value is there. We don't go out and don't go solve, and then we don't do haphazard thing. The consistent quality with strong energy is important. Okay, salad, 1 lettuce, chop, consistent. All the sides are same. Not one potato, suddenly you get 1/2 and then the rest becomes like mashed potato. How are you going to make? Consistency is important. Okay? That's gain staging number 1. Good quality ingredients. EQ, all right? We hear this all the time. Later we are going to go deep into it. EQ is mixing, season, balancing. Okay? EQ, what the sound team is always going for is variation. Okay? To reduce overcrowding, to remove harsh frequencies. What does all of this jargon mean? Okay? The EQ curve is a spectrum of frequencies. Okay? For those of us who are younger, we'll see our parents, we'll see the car. When the radio is on, you'll see those things jumping. Okay? Then most probably, maybe our fathers will normally do an EQ curve of a smiley face. Everything middle will just go down. The boost and the bass and the highs will be louder. That sounds better. Okay? EQ is basically this whole spectrum of sound frequencies. When I'm talking to you, I have a sound frequency that is very, hold on. Check 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Where am I? Check 1, 2, HS, PQ. Check 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one doesn't have a. Okay, I show you all this instead. No, this one doesn't have as well. Okay, basically, right. If I'm low, you'll see that the low part of the curve will start boom, go up. Right? If I'm high, you'll see the high parts going up. What the sound team, just like a chef of a salad, aims for variation. Too much middle, you'll hear later, I'm going to do a demonstration for you. It's going to sound very, in your face. Too low, you'll sound like that. Too high, your ears will be very tired very quickly. I'm going to demonstrate all of this later. Okay? So, it is our job, especially as the band, to diversify the EQ. If you're all going to play middle octaves, every one of us is just going to charge into the middle part of the frequency, and it sounds, some people call it muddy. It sounds unclear. I cannot differentiate from guitar, from piano. I cannot differentiate drums to Wei Xuan's voice, for example. All right? These things will happen. Later we will see. Okay? So that's EQ. Variation is good. Texture is good. And then there's a source. Source is reverb. Okay? When I say, let's see. Okay, when I say source, right? When I say reverb, sometimes with the sound team, we'll use terms like dry. We'll use terms as wet. Okay? Later I'll demonstrate. But basically, a dry signal is something like that. My voice is dry. Okay? If we cleared out all the room with this kind of acoustic panels, it gets drier. Basically, it's just flat. My voice is my voice. If we add wet to it, if Jairus is going to press FX1 and then put up my reverb for my headset 1 mic, and then go back to LR and increase the vocal effects, right? This is a wet signal. Very, very wet. And similarly to a salad, if it's too wet, can you taste the veggies? No. You lose the texture. If it's too dry, it may not be nice as well. So that's where balance is important. Okay? So wet means something that is very over-processed. Normally, I use it only with reverb. Okay? I use it with reverb. Okay, make it wetter. We do it with reverb. Okay? Sometimes wet. Why we like it? Because karaoke we sing very wet. Echo and everything is very, very wet. Same thing as we eat salad. Sometimes if you are feeling indulgent, we'll eat a lot of mayonnaise, a lot of Caesar salad sauce. But too much is no good. Too much, we'll vomit. And then we won't gain anything. Okay? Okay, please, too wet already. Okay, so very jelat, right? Okay, so that's exactly I tell you, praise the Lord for this analogy. Okay, I think so far, right, it's still the best analogy. Okay, so now live demo. Okay, there's a lot of moving parts as you all can imagine. So beg your forgiveness and your understanding if there are parts where it's not as smooth. So right now I need to start the mixer. Okay, I have a track that I've recorded. Okay, so now Gyrus will push it up to everything. Okay, so this is to simulate that the band is here, then I give the instruction, okay, band, on out, just play by yourself. Okay, band is playing. Okay, band is playing. I want to demonstrate the whole sound check process from here on out that we will try to standardize when band is playing. Okay, so I would go there, change the screen to the OBS screen. OBS screen is this one. Okay, I think let's do the whole song lah. If not, it's very boring. Okay. Why is this sideways? Come. Stabilize already? Alright, let's see. Okay. Wow. Okay, everyone. Sound check procedure. Step number 1, gain staging. Ensure good quality ingredients. Okay, first of all, when the band comes, I'll cut normally, right? Okay, you can see that, I'll cut everything. But band is still playing, band can hear each other. If the sound team mutes everyone, the band cannot hear each other. Okay, but sound staging is, this is what I mean, okay? For sound team, one at a time. Okay, singer, you can continue singing, please. Thank you. Thank you, singer. Continue singing, keep it up. Okay. Okay, why no more singing? Different part. Singing is, okay, this is meaning you just repeat this portion, okay? Singer, thank you, very good. Keep it up. Okay, you can see that this portion is not getting enough. What I would normally do, push this signal always up to my unity level. This is my threshold level. It is basically a reference point. Push it up. Singer, okay, continue singing. Keep it up. Very good. I will increase her gain. Or I will reset her EQ. This is the signal that we want to get with everyone. Yes, it's very loud now, but that gives us headroom to push up, and that gives us headroom to pull down. Okay? Good quality ingredients. I will carry on with this for the rest of my inputs. Okay, singer 2, well done. Continue. I'm increasing you. Watch out for your volume. That's not me. A bit soft. Let me just push him up.
As you shepherd us with your care, oh Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. Our faithful one, since the day you have shown us your
Okay,
face.
good. Thank you, singer. Keyboard. I need to increase his volume. So I'm just doing this from the software because actually you see I lowered them, all of them down very low. Let me just lower singer 1 so that it doesn't blow up. Okay, just increasing here, selecting everything. I'm just, okay, so for in essence of time, I'm just gonna push everything up to emulate good ingredients. Okay. Okay, good. Let's hear the thing, okay? See, very good. Now I so low, they already are there already.
With your care, oh Lord, you've been our
A bit too loud,
covenant,
sorry.
stretching forth from beginning to end. Been our faithful one since the day you have shown us your face. We acknowledge
So you can see that this process might get a bit draggy, okay? But it's important.
with your care. Oh Lord, you've been
Everything in.
our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. Been our faithful one since
EQ
the
curve, I'll
day
reset
you have
everything
shown
first.
us your face.
Reset.
We acknowledge
Reset.
the King of our lives.
Reset first.
As you shepherd us
Okay, my
with
point
your
is this.
care.
Everything,
Oh Lord, you've been our
even with a flat
covenant,
EQ, even if you don't touch anything, right?
beginning
It
to
sounds good.
end.
The salad is edible one. All of us can go with this, okay? So that is the point. If we are not unsure about, to the sound team, right? If you're unsure about EQ, do not be afraid. Go with a flat EQ. It will sound okay. But, worship team, we need the good quality ingredients. We need the energy. This is the loudness that we are
Our
using.
faithful one since the day you have shown us your face.
Okay, this is the loudness that we can use and we can take. Okay, with this, then we can manipulate. Okay, so
Our covenant, stretching for
questions? No? Good. Now, EQ. Okay, EQ, we are now going to talk about. You can see this EQ. Let's see. Okay, this voice is better lah. This voice is Marcus.
As you shepherd us
Jai,
with your
can you lower this thing for me, please?
Oh Lord, you've been our covenant.
Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Stretching forth from beginning to end.
Yeah, it doesn't have the.
Our
It doesn't show.
faithful one, since the day you have shown us your
Just the
face.
screen. Just unscrew this thing.
You King of our
It's okay?
lives. As you shepherd
Okay, I can adjust the camera,
us
don't
with
worry.
your care.
Okay, very nice.
Oh
Okay, tighten it.
Lord, you've been our
Okay, this is the
covenant,
EQ that I'm talking about. You see
stretching
that?
forth from beginning
That thing
to
jumping.
end.
Wung, wung, wung. See, if I were to do a high pass filter, you see from here, high pass filter, gate compression. This is to the sound team. This is the order of manipulation. top to bottom. Always top to bottom. For vocals, always high pass filter on. Why? Because no guy, no persons produce low frequencies that is of use. Okay? What does this mean? Okay, to the worship team, this is how it works, okay? You see that green color thing? It means that I'm cutting off frequency that is lower than 156. You see, if I were to do it very aggressive, I'm going louder.
Since the day you have shown us your face, we acknowledge you, King of our lives.
You hear that? His low frequencies is totally gone. He sounds like he's a maggot on a radio. I'm adding that.
Stretching forth from beginning to end.
And you'll notice after I go lower, no difference one. That's why I'm cutting.
You, King of our lives.
So why do I cut? Why, if there's no difference, why don't I just leave it in there? Because even though we cannot hear it, the low frequency will be adding into this salad. The stock of the letters will be going in, even though people don't mind eating it. But the stock of the letters is going to make people full. It's going to crowd out the salad. That is why we need to take off as much as possible. The idea is only include things that we want to use, discard everything that we do not want to use. Okay? So with Marcus's voice, I've put a high pass filter at about 120 Hz.
You have shown us your face.
With and without shouldn't sound a lot of difference.
King of our lives.
With,
as you shepherd us
without,
with your care.
no difference.
Oh,
but what I have
Lord,
done is that I've taken out the stock, the things that do not really matter. Okay? Maybe the wilted leaves and the things that I don't care for in a salad. Okay? Second, I know Marcus's voice has this tone, but there are some things that, we might use or might not use. Okay, so this is just a slightly more advanced technique, totally optional. We listen out for frequencies that are not as nice to listen to. How do we do this? I'll use my blue color thing. I'm raising some frequencies. You can see that? I'm just raising.
Lord, you've been our covenant.
You hear the slight change now?
From beginning to end.
I increase more.
With our faithful one, since the day you
hear
have
that?
shown us
Whoa,
your
whoa, whoa.
face, we acknowledge you, King of
I'm
our
just changing the
lives. As you
specificity of it.
shepherd us with your care. Oh Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. With our faithful one, since the day you have shown us your face.
Okay.
We acknowledge
This is up to
you,
personal
King
preference.
of
Maybe
our
I'm thinking,
lives. As you shepherd
I want to cut
us
out
with your
a little bit of his
care.
low,
Oh Lord,
so I will
you've
cut it
been
down.
Our covenant, stretching
But I don't want to cut too
from
much.
beginning to
He sounds different now.
end.
He's no longer Marcus.
Our faithful
Okay?
one, since the day you
The
have shown
idea
us
is
your
for me to cut out as
face.
much of the
We
middle because
acknowledge
all
you,
the instruments are
King
going to be
of
in the
our
middle anyway.
lives. As you shepherd
Last thing that I
us
would
with your
normally do,
care.
I will add a
Oh
sparkle.
Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. With our faithful one, since the day you have shown us your face.
All this is by
We
hearing. You hear what you like.
King of our
I like that
lives.
sparkly
As you
tone, that clarity that
shepherd
it comes
us
with the
your
high frequency.
care. Oh
So
Lord,
without
you've
parametric,
been our covenant,
how do I-
stretching forth from beginning to end.
Without-
With our faithful
With-
one, since the day you have
Okay.
shown us your face.
it's okay if you don't hear a difference. Okay, it is perfectly fine. Which is why I say, do not matter, do not fret, do not sweat over EQ. Okay? So, true to that mindset, let's do EQ just with high pass filters. Okay, which means I'm only cutting out the lows.
lives, as you shepherd us with your care. Oh Lord, you've
What I want to
been
demonstrate
our
is how we do not
covenant,
overcrowd.
stretching
Okay,
forth
I'm
from
gonna
beginning
play
to end.
everything.
Our faithful
I'm giving you all a larger portion.
We acknowledge you, King of our lives, as you
what we are hearing now. We hear the keyboard. We hear the drums. Some of us will hear the bass. The acoustic guitar is normally missing, right? Because it's higher. Okay. So, what I want you all to see, some strategies of not overcrowding the mix. Okay, if you're talking about a full mix, it will normally be everything in the center. You can see that. Everything is in the center. Can see? Never mind. We just put it higher. No, put it higher. It's fine. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. No problem. I will try to show. Okay. What you are seeing is everything is in the center. I can separate the thing for you. Check 1, 2, okay. Let me demonstrate this. The muddiness that we are talking about. Yeah. Okay. That is why cutting out the muddiness is important. Okay. So how do we cut out muddiness? Everyone is going to play in the middle chord range and everything, and that is what we are trying to cut out. First, let me talk about the musicians. One simple way, normally, that we'll ask musicians to do is keyboard. Can you try playing a higher octave? Hear the difference? Of course, this is a digitally edited clip, it's a bit tree. But listen out for the separation now. Before, after, how about guitar? I need you to put a couple on. Play a higher register, please. Take off the couple. Guitar, especially, you disappear super quickly into the mix because you're working with tiny little strings, trying to fight against the enormous speakers that are against you. Okay, so it's it's of course the guitar disappears. Okay, so that is the reason why. Sometimes guitar, we try to push them up, but we need the guitar to be totally set apart from a different range altogether. That will be the easiest way to separate the guitar. Guitar, separate this, add a couple on, add one octave higher. Suddenly, the guitar is back with us. Bass. If I ask you to play the bass like that so high, you might as well don't play the bass at all. How about? Okay, play too low, cannot hear it. But it's okay. What if both guitar and piano? other than the fact that this thing now, after they up the octave, they sound like a Chinese orchestra. Okay, but that is the function of changing the different octaves and playing in the different key. Okay, so that is how we want to separate the mix from the get-go. Okay, we don't want any everyone to start crowding the center, and then we say that, hey, the center is too crowded. It's like, I don't want everyone to just give me potato, sweet potato, turnip, mangguang. Then they say the salad is all full of root veggies. Doesn't make sense, right? We want to offer variation. And with variation, that applies for vocals as well. Which is why when we hear some renditions, some vocals go up one octave, some vocals go one low one octave, some vocals do harmony, and that. It's all to separate the thing. And as the roster works, we generally try to, pair, brothers and sisters, right? One male, one female vocals. For this exact reason, right? If Sulun Lao and I are singing, assure you, y'all cannot tell our voices apart because our voices will be very similar in that same frequency. Nothing to do with voice nice or voice not nice. All of our voices are amazing, okay? But it's the frequency. That is basically just science, all right? So, lesson to take home from this observation, this experiment, especially for the worship team, and for worship leaders, for musicians as well, think about arrangement. When we think about arrangement meaning, how can the song sound differently? Rather than, what chords do I play? Just walk there, then everyone will be in the center. All right? That will be the first thing that we do to help ourselves sound better, if I may. All right? Better in the sense that it's more varied. Better in the sense that, the people are able to hear, we are able to hear different instruments playing different things at once. And then that's it. Okay, that is separation. Another method is for us to do what we are already doing, elimination. Singer A goes first, singer B goes first. Why does this work? It's because we are not crowding the mix, right? You can imagine a salad with just 2 ingredients is going to be easier to do than a salad with 4 ingredients compared to a salad of 10 ingredients. It's just a matter of simplicity, okay? So let me just go now and talk about compression. Now this is to the sound team. Sound team, I'm going to talk about compression here. Compression is a hard term to understand. Okay, compression. Let me see if this is a better screen. Okay, let me just try using this. Let me go in front. Okay, compression is usually done for vocals. Okay, why vocals is important? Because vocals is we are not electronic. Our voices have variance. Our voices have dips. Compression helps to balance everything together. It's like chopping veggies into the same pieces. It makes the person eating, okay, I can understand this shape. Instead of, okay, suddenly diced potato, then now I got French fries, then I got mashed potato. It will confuse things. Okay, so compression helps to do that. Mainly used for vocals. So for the sound team, when we are dealing with compression, I want you all to do the simplest thing. Apply a preset. Singer 2. Raise up.
Faithful one, since the day you have
Compressor.
shown us your face.
In your top left, there's a library button. Click on library. This is what you'll see.
As you shepherd us with your care.
RMS vocal.
Oh Lord, you've
Recall.
been our covenant,
Compression has been set.
stretching forth
What
from
compression is doing, you can
beginning
see
to
the red color thing.
end.
When he's
We
loud,
lift
the compression will
up our
push him
lives
soft.
unto you.
When
As
he's
we
soft,
and
the
our
compressor doesn't do anything. Basically, it'll even out his signal. Okay, that's basically, that's it. Use a preset. Every vocal, use a preset. Okay, inclusive of
you have shown us your
speech.
face.
Why?
We
Because we are
acknowledge you,
very
King
used
of our
to us being
lives,
compressed, to
as
hearing
you
compressed
shepherd
sounds
us with your care.
in our radios, in our television. Everything is compressed. That's why we hear different. Tomorrow, our sound here is different from the professional sound because compressor is used. Okay, and this is the most basic form of compression. It will just basically even everything out. Okay, let's try and hear if you can hear a difference. Okay,
You speak again as we and our children.
let me compress him even more.
come. Faithful one, since the day you have shown us your
threshold.
face. We acknowledge you, King of our lives.
Oh, it's not in it.
As you shepherd us with your care. Oh Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching
Can you
forth
hear the difference?
from beginning to end. We lift up our lives unto you as we
Let me
and
just
our
crush him.
children come. Renew us as you speak again. As we and our children come. Faithful one, since the day you have shown us your face.
Cannot really hear the difference.
acknowledge you, King of our lives.
But just apply preset.
As you
Okay, that is
shepherd us with
basically
your
it.
care. Oh Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching forth.
In this
from
case, we have the
beginning to
best,
end.
sort of the best case scenario where we have a female and a male lead. Okay, both of them,
We and our children
just by voice
come.
alone, will occupy a
Renew
different
us
space,
as
and that
you
is what we
speak
want.
again, as we and our children come.
If it's too loud, let me know, okay? Because I'm behind the speakers. Is it okay? Okay,
We acknowledge you,
Now our
King
salad is
of
done.
our lives.
Okay, we are going for a
As you
simple salad.
shepherd us with your care.
We want to ensure that
Lord,
we have
you
good
been
ingredients.
our covenant, stretching forth
And what binds the salad together is the salad sauce. Okay? Now, we'll add the salad sauce.
Renew us as you speak again. As we and our children
I will choose a lead singer normally. In this case, I'll choose Xiao En.
Since the day you
Xiao En
have
will be
shown
slightly
us your
louder.
face, we acknowledge you, King of our lives, as you shepherd us with your care. Oh Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. We lift up our lives unto you as we and our children come. Renew us as you speak again, as we and our children come. Faithful one, since the day you have shown us your face.
Are we not sending them on FX?
acknowledge you, King of our lives, as you shepherd us with your care. Oh Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. We lift up our
Stand by,
lives unto you as we and our children come. Renew us
Let me
as
go back
you
and use
speak
it there.
again.
Okay, now we'll add the salad sauce to that mix. Yeah.
Faithful one, since the day
Come,
you have
never mind.
shown us your face, we acknowledge you, King of our lives, as you shepherd us with your care. Oh, Lord, you've been our covenant, from beginning to end. We lift up our lives unto you, as we and our children come. Renew us as you speak again, as we and our children come.
Okay, now to the sound team. I need you to increase the drum verb. Listen to the difference. Number 3, FX3, drum reverb. Can you all hear that? That is drum reverb, which is very important in making a drum set fill a space. Okay? Without the drum verb, I'm just bringing out drums so that you all hear the difference. I'm adding drum verb. Hear the difference, how much it fills the space, yeah? Very important. Second, instrument reverb. Use with caution. Because adding too much makes a very, 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 very wet signal. Listen, very wet. Listen, that's the difference. Cleaner, but drum, important. And vocals, vocals reverb, stand by. I'll increase on the new part.
Shown us your face. We acknowledge your King of our lives as you shepherd us with your care. Oh Lord, you've been our covering, stretching forth from beginning to end. We lift up our lives unto you.
Okay, so that's how we run. And that's for the loudest, probably the loudest part of the song. The thing is, no song is always loud from starting to end, isn't it? Right? So, aside, as the worship team manages their volume, manages their intensity, of which all these things are going to be covered in our next training session, so please stay tuned. They are going to be varying their sound, which makes sense that our varying has to be varying as well. It makes sense our mixing has to be mixing. They are not giving us the same ingredients from start to finish. We need to take whatever that they are giving us and make a better salad, so to speak. Okay? So for example, if I were to play this song from start to end, reverbs are all off. Let's just take it as we do not have them going on the higher register. Okay, this is probably typically how it will sound like.
Celebrate the love of God in this place. Time to come
Good
and give Him
energy.
thanks for His calling.
We probably want the drum to be stronger. Okay, so now this is about you creating the dish. See, I brought it out because it was too soft.
Oh Lord, you've been our faithful one since the day you have shown us your face. We acknowledge
Okay,
your King
towards the
of our
second half of the song,
lives.
there is this
As
part.
you this place which we call our home. And you, as we and our children come. Since the day you have shown us your
Drum verb,
face.
without drum verb,
We acknowledge the King of our lives.
with drum verb.
You shepherd us with your care. Oh Lord, you've been our covenant, stretching forth from
Drum verb, very important, especially when the song is slow, especially when there's a strong drum beat. But the drum verb will not work well if you have a tom heavy beat. Boom, 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 boom. That one do not have. That one, drum verb, if you listen out, it catches the snare. Oh, no more already, huh? It catches the snare and it amplifies it. You're only hearing the snare reverb. It's as though the drummer is in a stadium or in a cave. Okay? Okay. Any questions? Anything you want to hear? Or anything that you want to test? Sorry, this is going to be, it's quite, normally quite fast. Because I need to control myself also. If I continue on, we'll sit down here and just listen to Selwyn and Marcus sing the whole day. Which is what I am okay with. Any questions? Okay? If not, I would like to end this and wrap up this session with one video. And it's the envy of that song that I did a couple of years back. It's okay. I'll arrange. Change it to Proclaim. iMac. Sorry, huh? Okay. Let's enjoy this. Last time already.
Time to come and celebrate the love of God in this place. Time to come and give Him praise for His heart and His made is His own.
Time to come and give our thanks for our families, our friends, and our lives. Time to honor Him again for His love that binds us as one. Oh Lord, You've been our faithful one since the day You have shown us Your face. We acknowledge You're King of our lives as You shepherd us with Your care. Oh Lord, You've been our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. We lift up our lives unto You as we and our children come. Renew us as You speak again, as we and our children come.
我最深刻的就是我第一次上教会的时候，我受到很好的那个照顾，而且我还认识了很多新朋友。
My fondest memory of COGS was, back in the late 80s where the church was, especially young people, right, young adults and youth, they were very passionate for evangelism. And there was even one occasion, all right, after one major performance, I think it was in the church, they even came to my condo and they have a performance for all the residents.
My fondest memory in COGS is when the youths get together for youth camp, and usually at the end of youth camp we'll sing one song and then we'll all huddle together. And I think that's a very sweet moment. And we all huddle.
My friends and I got together to actually do a dance performance for Celebrate Christmas in Singapore, which was held in COGS at the time. So we had floats and we had many different performances, and then we were asked to do a dance. And I remember very vividly about that because I really cannot dance. I remember at the rehearsals I was told that I looked like I was doing Kung Fu. But we did put it together, and we actually had a lot of time spent bonding together as a group of 7 of us.
We were young when You first called us, hiding in our corners of life. Your word and Your love draws us to this place, which we call our home, and You as our Father.
Step by step, You have led us forth through the waves and the seasons of life. Heart to heart, You have joined us here as a charge for Your kingdom's call. Oh Lord, You've been our faithful one since the day You have shown us Your face. We acknowledge You, King of our lives, as You shepherd us with Your care. Oh Lord, You've been our covenant, stretching forth from beginning to end. We lift up our lives unto You as we and our children come. Oh Lord, You've been our faithful one
Since the day You have shown us Your face,
we acknowledge You, King of our lives, as You shepherd us with Your care. Oh Lord, You've to you as we and our children come.
Jairus, stand by.
As you speak again, as we and our children come.
Wait, 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 wait. Pause the video. We are sitting about here. Why I felt the urge, or rather to show this video, other than the fact that it's to listen the song from start to finish, is that we started off our discussion talking about kitchen, right? This is our kitchen. Our kitchen evolved 60 plus years already, 66. Now, this thing was 6 years ago. 66 years from then till now. Of course, tools have changed. Of course, people have changed. Chefs have changed. Even types of salads also changed already, right? So, but as we start this discussion, right, we do this so that we evolve with the times, but more importantly, so that we learn to love God more and more, and in new different ways, and also to be steadfast and to be faithful with all that He has blessed us with, right? Our kitchen, 6 years ago, 219, it's like that. Now you are here, last couple of years, right? My encouragement to all of us is to learn the equipment, use the equipment, wow. And it's my prayer to see people enjoying this dish, this result that we present, right, to anyone who walks through the doors. Okay? Any questions? No questions. Okay, so yeah, Sherman.
I think it's not just learning to use our equipment, learning to use our kitchen and to make dishes, but also to expose ourselves to other kinds of dishes, other kinds of cuisines even, and how we can make those dishes and how we can do those things. And so just expose yourself and to listen to more things and to learn how people do those, make those dishes.
Correct. Huh? It's good. Moving forward, some of us have a critical ear. We call it critical hearing. That means when we hear things, we always hear, hey, 怎么这样? Once that happens, chances are you cannot go back already. You cannot unhear stuff. But it is good also. Because once you are hearing that, why just now that slow part, they don't have the drum reverb? That kind of thing. I cannot hear the drums. So it sounds so weak. These are good questions to ask. Because it helps us in our understanding, in knowing, okay, it helps us to develop our own taste. Oh, I only like salad with lettuce and tomatoes. I don't like cheese, for example. We need to start thinking instead of just chomping out bowls and bowls of salad without thinking. Okay? Thank you so much for joining us. The next session, all right, and that's in June, will be more in-depth in the sense of how we take, for example, a song that we hear, but more complex normally because it's from Spotify, it's from YouTube. Professional bands, and how we play it and revamp it to recook the dishes for our own way, for our own liking, for our own palate. Okay, so that is what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about techniques. We're going to be talking about how do we learn from songs on YouTube. And for the media team, this is also applicable. Why? Because, as we said, it's a start and finish. Okay, start to end. Not just the people here. The best that we are doing is probably just giving you ingredients to do. If you are the one doing the cooking at the end of the day. If your fire don't know how to control, ingredients anyhow cook also chao ta, that kind of thing. We will shake hands, and then, from start to end, we are presenting the best dish. Okay? Okay, guys. If not, thank you so much for your time, for your patience, and for allowing me to share in this way. Okay, Ken, I'll see you all soon. Thank you.